winner's brackets would be crazy. This is an amazing event so far.
Frame Perfect Series 2. It's everything you could have wanted and a little bit more.
My dude Casper was absolutely frame perfect on that reverse team.
I know. Looks like we're going to be getting into another match immediately. Jack scoring off against 2Scoops Nicko, and I'm sure that Nicko is here probably because Kome's here, right?
Yep.
Get some of that Shulk tech.
I respect that. All right, so oh yeah, Casimir winning the poll to get one off 2 GG Civil War. Oh, okay, that's good to know. We're gonna see much more Casimir. Oh, ooh, that is not a great way to start off the first match for Jack.
Yeah, it looks a little bit to be desired, but that's one thing. You know, Shulk not really known for having necessarily the quickest options, but the range that he has, I think, is so good at dealing with characters like Diddy Kong's recovery, right? You can poke at their barrels from a very safe distance and really take them out of the picture for that moment.
Yeah, it's what I said earlier. So I guess his game, a lot of his frame data is not that great for the startup, but the active frames and I guess the recovery of these attacks aren't nearly as bad as you would think. Especially the active frames, man. A lot of his attacks are just active forever, and that's really going to be paying in dividends for Diddy Kong off stage, who has to kind of maneuver his way around things to get back to the ledge. If he didn't sheathe the sword every damn time he took it out, maybe he could have some better frame data.
I don't know, man. Like, how would you run if that sword was always out, dude? It's like 10 times worse than running with scissors.
I would take lower run speed for better frame data.
I mean, practically, dude.
Yeah.
It's super tough. Oh, tripping up on the peel, preventing Nicko from actually getting the full sequence that he was looking for. Now Jack is actually starting to find its footing a bit more in this match.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a little too late, you know, starting the second stock right here at 86%.
Well, if there was a character to do it, I think Diddy Kong is a great one, because literally when you're playing as Diddy Kong, it's just rock, paper, scissors over and over and over again.
Absolutely.
It feels, right? And as long as you're able to get the right guesses, you're able to get the knockdowns that you need, you can put on a lot of uncontested damage.
Yeah, he's going to have to first get the stage control, or at least land his feet back on stage for more than a few seconds.
Yeah. And he's trying to bully his way in using things like the monkey flips. That time it actually works out, but previously we've seen Nicko just get a handle on that and actually punish Jack instead. And this is what I'm talking about with the knockdowns. He's unable to really find too much afterwards, unfortunately, but slowly this gap, it's starting to shrink.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's definitely brought this one back. Starting the stock at 86%, now has Nicko at 79. Nicko immediately going to switch to Shield Minato art. I think he's starting to feel it, and this guy is caught up.
That's true. Ooh. Wow, I'm surprised that actually KO'd.
No, he definitely pressed the button near the blast zone. There's no way. You know what he might have tried to do? He might have tried to monkey flip kick, and that definitely extends your hitbox horizontally. So I've seen it happen so many times. But he should not have KO'd from that.
And that's a little tricky, especially if you used to play Brawl, because back then you're so used to throwing out an option really quickly to delay your momentum. But like you said, it kind of warps your hitbox a bit, and that could actually pull you into the blast zone unnecessarily.
There are some attacks that you can use to kind of put yourself farther away from the blast zone. Martha and Lucina can forward air and moves them forwardly horizontal. But monkey flip kick will actually send you backwards. So in any case, close game number one. You know, even though Jack kind of had an unfortunate incident with the first stock, he was able to keep it relatively close. So let's hope he has a better second game.
Yeah, he did have a really, really unfortunate early loss, didn't he? All right, and that was because of I think Nicko with the back air, if I remember correctly, onto the barrels.
Yeah, back air or nair, some aerial, it doesn't matter. They're all active forever, and they all do the job. So game number 2 will be Final Destination. All right, I respect this pick. Great pick for Diddy Kong. Shulk gonna have a hard time landing on the stage with no platforms.
Switching over to speed immediately. Just wants to close the distance, it seems. He doesn't really want Jack to have the time to pull out the peel, but it's to no avail. Man, I was expecting maybe a little bit more from that combo, but still a really good start for Jack. Significantly better from that last game.
Shouts to that jab hitbox, hitting him from behind. That's like best case scenario if you miss that jab.
Nice knockdown.
Wow, switching the buster right before he gets hit. That's like worst case scenario.
That was really smart for him to switch to jump. That way he could avoid hopping to the corner and actually get back onto the stage.
A lot of micromanagement coming out when you play this character. And I was talking about earlier how this is that's probably why a lot of people don't play Shulk, not just because it's not an amazing character, but there's a lot of work that goes into playing this character.
And that's the tough part, right? It's really tough to commit to a character who takes a lot of work but may not pay off that much in the long term.
Yeah.
But Nicko is one of the few, and he's one of the proud.
Well, sitting at 148. I don't know how proud he's going to be for how much longer.
Yeah, not too much longer. Not too much longer. Jack, man, the turnaround from this guy has been amazing. I think that even though he lost that last game, when we think about how quickly he was able to close the distance, it shows that he has a really sharp mind when it comes to the neutral game.
Yeah, great adjustment from game number 1. Things weren't looking too good, but they started off this game very explosively. That's exactly what you need to get yourself back into this game.
Meanwhile, Nicko putting on a great deal of percentage as well. He's not allowing Jack to jump for free to set up a forward. You're seeing him kind of retreat and apply pressure via the nair.
But all these trades are not helping him out, man. He is down the stock, so every time he gets hit is even worse.
That's very true, DC.
Hopefully he figures out a way to pull out the stock sooner rather than later, because starting the second stock at 89% against Diddy Kong. Oh, man. This was a great stage counter pick for Jack. Everything is going exactly as planned.
Yeah, very well, because it gives him a little bit more room if he needs it in order to pull out the peel. And that peel, like we were saying, working wonders here against Nicko.
Man, I think if Nicko wants to bring this one back, he's going to have to make some crazy adjustments and get Shulk out as much as possible.
Good. Ooh. A little ugly, but pretty good.
Yeah. And 2 stock 89%. That was a great second game for Jack, and that's probably exactly what he expected with that counter pick. It's hard, man. It's hard playing neutral if you don't have great frame data and the stage is flat. Like, you're literally just trying to play against somebody with better frame data.
It's tough. It's tough to play neutral against Diddy Kong in general, right?
Yeah.
But
it's already hard, so.
Yeah, it's just that much more amplified whenever you're playing a character like Shulk, because like you said, like, he's got really great range, but just the startup on his attacks are so slow that it's tough to contend with just the superior frame data that Diddy Kong has.
So what is the counter pick going to be for Nicko? This is great, though. Going into game number 3 being your counter pick, you can go exactly where you want to go.
I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we see some platforms, possibly.
Yep.
That makes sense.
I don't foresee Final Destination again, that's for sure.
Definitely not. I think a stage like Battlefield here is going to be really useful for Nicko. Like we said, he has the range, and now he's going to be able to have opportunities potentially to trap Jack onto the platforms and actually catch him with options like the nair.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of nairs, a lot of fair nairs coming out in between those tri-platforms. It's really, really hard to maneuver around. Doesn't matter how great your neutral is as a character, you still got to you got to find a way around these active hitboxes.
Oh, good sequencing. Just a quick set of jabs. And what's notably different here is that Nicko is doing a much better job of just holding onto the stage. Jack constantly on the back foot, not able to pull the peel out yet.
Yep.
And what he did, just getting his cutting the peel up, it's nice. I like it.
Man, why deal with it, man? Just get rid of it. Oh, great read, monkey flip back onto stage. Doesn't get much off that up throw, but take anything.
Ooh. I like the attempt. Really smart awareness from Jack, knowing that the pressure was going to be coming from Nicko.
And official Nicko is doing better in this game number 3 than he did in game number 2 completely. Taking that first stock at 71%, so now Jack has an uphill battle.
And switching to shield here, he just wants to be a bit more stocky, a bit more tanky, try to extend his life expectancy here.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I don't even think he needs shield just yet. 97% Diddy Kong with no rage. He's not really in any danger of losing the stock. It's coming, but not just yet.
Yeah, DC, you bring up a good point. I think if anything, you need shield around this percent, right?
Yeah. He's getting towards that shield Minata art percent. Oh, we got the crowd. Turn out this is crazy because this is a
Florida event, but the crowd is actually divided. Jack from Tampa.
Wait, so who is chirping Nicko? Don't get me wrong, I love Nicko, but who's from SoCal here?
I don't know, but I think it's a lot of people from the internet, man. They love their Shulk mains.
Yeah, that's true.
I love their Shulk mains.
One big meme. All right, Jack. 30, 40%, not too bad. Needs to close out the stock like now.
Yeah.
Any more percent, and suddenly it's
Ooh, not enough yet for Jack. And meanwhile, shield refreshing for Nicko, and that's just going to make it an even more difficult task for Jack here.
Yeah, this is great. This is exactly where Nicko wants to be. Nothing you can do here. Yeah, the throw is not going to set him anywhere. Now he's decided, what am I going to do next? What's my next Minata arc going to be? Because shield is going to, he's not even going to get, oh yeah, he's going to survive. Wow.
And it's smart from Jack there to actually pummel, to wait until the shield had expired.
Yeah, I wonder if he got the throw right as it expired or right before it expired. But, well, it doesn't matter because that smash is going to do it.
And this is what Jack is so good at doing, right? And think about how early he lost the stock and just look at how much damage. It's relatively minimal.
Yep.
This is very much a doable scenario. The biggest thing is just taking back the stage from Nicko to give him the room to pull out the peel.
Yeah, and wow, looks like Nicko not giving him any space to breathe. He needs to make up that life deficit.
Yeah, this
Oh
coverage,
my
the
goodness!
up air.
Wow! That up air, no, that attack is so unbelievably strong. That is so ridiculous. Jack was probably like, yeah, I'm fine, man. You know, I got hit a couple times. It's okay. One up air, and that was it on Battlefield, too.
That was sick. Did he switch to jump there at the end there?